from mental breakdowns in front of thousands of people.
I have bipolar and depression. What you put into my head made me want to kill myself.
To taking advantage of women and eventually getting arrested.
My life is in danger and you arrest a Palestinian Muslim who's viral.
Yusuf Erakat, better known as Fousey, has been in a never-ending downfall since his peak in 2016.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that that.
After gaining his popularity back in 2014 from skit videos he made on YouTube, Fousey would go on from being one of the funniest and most respected creators on the platform to one of the most hated in the span of only a few years. The original controversy that sparked this was when he staged a fight with RiceGum in 2016. In the video, RiceGum can be seen pulling up to where Fousey was staying at the time, and after a little bit of back and forth, punches Fousey in the face and proceeds to run away. People were suspicious of the entire situation, however, given they had only argued on Twitter 2 hours prior to them meeting.
And then you see the camera pan away at the exact moment where he punches FouseyTube. I don't think RiceGum would ever have the balls to actually punch FouseyTube like that. FouseyTube like twice his size. Really doubt that he would punch him and run away like that. It just seems a little bit unrealistic to me.
And a couple days later, however, Fousey would upload a video where he explained the fight was fake.
That was so fake. That was faker than any prank on YouTube.
And instead of apologizing, criticized the audience for getting entertainment out of people's hardships in life, which will prove to be insanely hypocritical by the end of this video.
Whenever anything drama related is uploaded, people flock to it, people talk about it, people view it, and people want more. And that's not okay.
After not garnering the attention that he may have hoped, Fousey would get a massive amount of hate for the situation and ultimately disable the comments on his video.
This year I became one of the most hated YouTubers on the platform. That's maybe because I let RiceGum punch me in the face, or maybe because I came out and said 99% of the pranks on YouTube are fake.
And this would start the continuous downward spiral Fousey seems to not have gotten out of. After the RiceGum situation, Fousey would take a little break from YouTube, but would plan to make a comeback in July of 2018.
Yo! July 15th! The king is back!
Fousey had announced a free show he was having called Hate Dies, Love Arrives in Los Angeles, claiming artists like Snoop Dogg and Drake would be performing. Fousey had been going on and on about how he had met Drake and talked to him specifically, and he had gotten confirmation that Drake would be at the event.
I walk back to Drake's crew. I'm mobbing with Drake's crew, dancing to Drake's music. Next thing I know, Drake's coming closer and closer and closer. Literally, Adam, I'm this close to Drake.
And only being thrown together in a mere 7 days, the show ended up being a disaster.
The crowd had come to see YouTube star Yusuf Erakat, whose YouTube channel, FouseyTube, has more than 1 million subscribers. Police say about 6:15 they got a call from a person claiming to have planted an explosive device at the theater.
It turned out Drake was never coming to the show. Event was swatted after a supposed bomb threat, and all 1,500 attendees were kicked out. The news YouTuber Keemstar was at the event filming for a documentary he was doing on Fousey's show. And with a lot of built-up emotion after the show, Fousey would hop onto the top of his Uber where fans were gathered outside and proceed to have a mental breakdown.
I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself!
Fans of Fousey were genuinely worried after this event, calling for him to seek professional help, but instead would go on the No Jumper podcast 2 days later and argue and scream at Keemstar and Sam Pepper regarding the event.
Because I'm a real man and I don't need yes men on the internet to tell me who the fuck I am, you little bitch.
A month later, Fousey would delete all content and social media from his platforms and once again disappear. After all that, we are now in 2023 and Fousey is still in 8th gear. Now streaming full-time on Twitch, Fousey has filmed every moment of his life for the past 2 months to nearly 60,000 people at a time. And while proving popular, it's also been very detrimental to him as he is constantly involved in drama. On day 21 of his Twitch subathon, Fousey was hit with a ban for using the N-word on stream. While it was only him singing the lyrics to a song and not in a vulgar use, Twitch still didn't like it. And a few days after his ban was lifted, however, he would draw headlines for something far worse. While meeting with a girl at a bar at the airport, the woman would open up to Fousey about how she had fallen victim to sex trafficking in her life.
So I got sold into the sex trade.
You got sold in the sex trade? I actually care about this shit because I'm like an advocate for like against sex trading and all that shit.
Fousey would do something nice for her by giving her money, as well as sending her Cash App to his stream audience, which led her to gain over $2,000 in donations.
So yes, I sent her $300 so she can start removing her tattoo and see her kids this weekend.
Shortly after though, Fousey and the girl would leave the stream for a while, only to return and Fousey state,
Sorry, I just joined the Mile High Club.
Shortly after though, I think Fousey realized he had messed up by saying this and says to the stream, it was just a prank.
I joined the Mile High Club. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shared that. I'm sorry. I'm lying, by the way, it's a joke.
Fans were immediately concerned as by Fousey giving her money, her intense vulnerability, and potentially being intoxicated from being at the bar meant Fousey had clearly taken advantage of her, and once again would result in a ban against Fousey, and it would only get worse from here. From bullying and assaulting Neon, another YouTuber I've made videos on in the past, which you can check out right here.
You're far from perfect. You got a fucked up ass people.
I think I'm perfect.
You said you weren't gonna do that.
As well as Jack Doherty, two people who are both under the age of 20. While hanging out with Jack and other creators in his house, he can be seen having a conversation where he says that he's better than Jack in every other way and goes off on him with a complete god complex.
But you know you got exposed, dog, right? You shouldn't have let me into your house. I'm the real. I'm him. I'm Himothy. I'm the Grizzly Bear. I'm right in front of you in your house. I spilled crime on your floor. I just dropped weed on your ground. I told you to suck my dick in your house.
This would eventually lead to him and Jack getting into an argument and escalate to Fousey slapping Jack across the face, to where he eventually was kicked out of Jack's house.
Grass, you bitch! I pissed on your grass, you fucking... I own you!
And in the most recent events of disasters for Fousey, he can be seen getting into an argument with another Kick streamer.
Hey, what's your address? Text me your address. I swear to God you're dying tonight. Wallahi, you're dying tonight.
Okay, 20... Hold the fuck up.
Hold up. Wait, say it again?
21... Pull the fuck up. I want to show you my collection.
This Kick streamer would eventually find out where Fousey was staying and SWAT his hotel room. And when the cops would show up to Fousey's door, he would freak out on the cops and get arrested and sent for a mental evaluation.
I have his address! What is his address? I said grab my security 20 minutes ago! Are y'all dumb or are you stupid? Do you like your job? You're fucked.
At the end of the day, as much as Fousey can't seem to stay away from the internet, he also can't stay away from drama. As someone who tried to hold an event called Hate Dies, Love Arrives, he seems to find any way for hate to surround him, and most of the time it's by his own doing.
I don't care about vaping, I'm not an addict, but this is my favorite vape. It's like sentimental to me.
Fousey seems to be on an endless path of creating controversy for himself, disappearing only to do it all again in a few years. Fans are hoping that he can come back from this mental evaluation and maybe seek some professional help to where he can do better than he has in the future. But until that happens, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe while you're here. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.